thank you.
So, having fun?
Yeah, I love this place. Thank you for coming. Are you having fun, everybody?
Yeah.
All right. We're gonna kill some people, maybe you'll have more fun.
Yeah, we'll do some dancing and singing later, and then we will have fun, yeah.
I drank with the Germans last night. They're good.
Yeah, of course. So, we later take questions from the audience. Can you tell us what happened to your hair?
This trip made me go gray. Now, I played a movie where I was 65 years old, and I made my hair silver, and it's still there. But I'm not 65.
So, we have a lot of people today who hasn't been here yesterday, so of course we want to talk a little bit about the Saw movies, how you got involved, how you got the part, and maybe some stories about the production.
You know, usually when you get a movie, you meet the director, you read, they give you screen tests and they say yes or no. But with the Saw, my managers were producing it and they said, come and meet Darren Bousman, the director. So I came to meet him and I'd never seen the first two Saw movies. And when I meet Darren Bousman, I go, hey, how are you? He goes, so have you seen the first two Saw movies? I go, no, I haven't seen them. And he goes, oh, okay, well, they're about this, this, and that. And he leaves. And my manager goes, why did you say you didn't see the first Saw movies? I said, because I'm being honest. He goes, you live in fucking Hollywood. Lie. Everybody else does. Anyway, I ended up getting number 3, and then I became bigger and bigger and bigger. And that's how it started. So when you go to Hollywood, make sure you tell lies. They like them. Yes?
They're very quiet.
Why are you so quiet?
Why? So, haben wir Fragen aus dem Publikum? Do we have questions? Ihr könnt zum Tisch kommen, you can come to the table and ask a question.
I like girls, yes.
They're like in a state of shock. Hello, are you there? Oh! So, filming the Saw movies, how did you prepare for your role?
I read the scripts and things like that, but I have a story about Tobin Bell, the great Jigsaw. He called me one night before we had a big scene in number 4. Does anybody remember the scene where I had the gun to my face and he asked me, and he's trying to teach me a better way to kill? Well, the night before that scene, which was a very long scene, he rings my room, and I go, hello, 12 o'clock midnight. I go, hello, he goes, Costas, it's Tobin. I said, what do you want? It's midnight. He goes, come to my room. I'm like, I'm not coming to your fucking room. You're Jigsaw, I'm not coming. He says, I have a good idea for the scene. So I went to his room, shaking, and I left alive, and the next day we made the scene, and it was pretty good. But things like that with Tobin were good because he's a big professional. So, it was nice to be with him.
Can you tell us about your first steps in the business, up to the point where you started in the Saw movies and what changed after?
I did a few TV shows and a few gangster movies because I like playing gangsters. But the Saw thing is a completely different world, and I realized how big and powerful horror can be. As I can see, you guys are here, so it proves the theory. I'm just glad you guys enjoyed it enough to show up and share some time. Have I got big Saw fans here? Yeah? We should put you all in traps by the end of the day. See if you can get out.
Okay, we
put him in a trap.
Me in a trap? No.
Put him in the needles.
No, I don't want that. So I think we try a little test if the audience is awake, yeah?
Were you drinking last night like me?
Were you drinking? So, wir testen das mal gerade, ob ihr wach seid, weil wir glauben das nicht so ganz. Könnt ihr ihm einen kräftigen Applaus für seine Rolle geben? Aber mal so richtig kräftig, nochmal so, damit wir mal hören, dass, hey man, they're alive! It's alive!
Thank you. I don't know what he said, but you're very good.
It's a live audience, oh my gosh. So, yesterday we were talking about a television series you started in, Picket Fences, and for the people who hasn't been here yesterday, Can you tell us how you got involved in picket fences and a little bit about the show?
Picket Fences was a very big show in America. I don't know if they had it here. It wasn't in some European countries, but there's a very famous writer called David Kelly, and he invited me. I was new in Hollywood. I think I did one movie, and he invited me to meet him. And everyone's going, David Kelly called you, go and meet him. I'm like, all right. And he says, I want to make this series. You want to be in it? And I'm like, no, not really, because I don't want to be in a series because it gets boring year after year after year. And he goes, well, think about it. And I said, is it funny? He goes, well, there's two things. When you do a series, you make a lot of money, you become famous overnight. And the bad side is you can't walk around in public anymore. So that's all I knew about, what I was getting into. But I left the meeting and all these people said, David Kelly offered you a series without even reading you or anything like that? And I said, yeah. I said, no. They said, you're an idiot, do it. So I did it, and that was my first TV show. I'm still an idiot, but I learned something that day. Don't say no to big producers. And be nice to the Germans.
So, in the Saw movies, what is your personal favorite scene or your personal favorite death scene?
There's a lot of good trap scenes. I'm sure you guys love different ones, but my favorite trap scene was the one that I got out of in number 6. You remember number 6? When I tear my face? Yeah, that was my favorite because I lived. I didn't die. But there's some great traps.
So, the Saw movies had different directors. Do you think there's a difference in the style, and what has changed for you from one director to the other?
All the directors were different in personalities, but they were all very prepared. And Darren Brosman was crazy and fast. The other guys were quiet and funny. But in the end, I think they were all pretty good standard. Who liked number 1 the best? Who liked number 2 the best? Who liked number 3 the best? Who liked number 4 the best? Who liked number 5 the best? Who liked number 6? Who liked number 7? All of them, so I'm happy.
So, after you have done the Saw movies, are you still involved in any kind of horror movies? Did you do other genre films?
No, I'm not allowed to do anything else that's horror because the Saw franchise is its own beast and I'm not allowed to do anything. So if I do anything else, I play a gangster, maybe try and kiss a girl. But if I'm going to kill people in the horror genre, it's going to be Saw. So you're stuck with me. Sorry. But I really want to kill Dr. Gordon in number 8. Who wants Dr. Gordon to kill me? Thank you.
So I will try again if we have a question from the audience. We've seen now they are awake, so it's very loud in here, isn't it?
Who's that?
That's the guy who knows how the band is called.
Do you think there will ever be a new part of Saw?
The question is, will there be another Saw? If there was another Saw, my question to you is, who would go? Who would go? Would you all go or no? If they did one more, you'd go. They're discussing developing one now, number 8. So I don't know what the story's going to be, but they're talking about it. So hopefully it'll happen. And I get to kill Dr. Gordon. That's it. Thank you. Thank you.
The music is so loud I can't understand a word, even with the microphone.
Let's start singing.
We have to start singing. What do we sing?
If I could sing.
We sing later at the No, we just have to speak very loud because the band is very loud.
Okay.
Oh,
does anybody know the band?
Oh, they're doing a sound check.
I think they're called Fuck You, Costas.
What the fuck? Fuck the band. So, who came up with the original idea of the Saw movies and who created or who had all those ideas for the death traps and the things that happened and the plot twists in the movies?
The original guys, I don't know if you know about Lee Winnell and James Wang, two little guys about this big from Australia, one's Chinese and the other one's Australian, white. Two little guys made up this crazy shit and everybody became multi-millionaires because of you. Except for me. Two little crazy guys. So be careful of the little guys, they could kill you.
Yesterday you spoke about a possible Saw future coming, a possible Saw movie coming in the future. Is there anything in development? Is there anything planned?
I heard from the Mark Berg, one of the producers, that they're discussing a development now, but I don't know where the story's going to start. So we're going to see. Big secret.
And how was the working relationship with Tobin Bell?
Tobin Bell is a professional, a good man, very serious. But I don't know if you remember number 3 when he was dying. Remember he was dying with brain cancer? He was on the table and the camera was on him and I was making him laugh. You don't see it, but I had him laughing a lot. So I broke him up, which was good. And I have to tell you one thing the scariest moment I ever had on Saw, me personally, was in number 4 when Tobin's dead. Remember they take the tape out of his body? I walked onto the set and there was a naked Tobin Bell laying there, dead, with pubic hairs and hair on his chest and everything hanging out. And I walked on the set and I'm like, oh, Tobin, put a towel on the man, you know, it's naked, man. What the fuck, I can see everything. And it wasn't Tobin, it was a dummy. That's how good the guys are with the special effects. I thought it was him going, oh my God, what a giving actor, he's naked for me. But it was a dummy, thank God.
Speaking of special effects, can you tell us how you, or what was the most difficult special effect you had to do, or hard to play?
You know, not for me, it wasn't very hard. For the other people, like, do you remember the guys, remember the pendulum trap? It goes like that? The poor guy was there for 2 days. And I'd walk by him and I go, hey, good morning, fuck you. By the second day, he hated me. But a lot of people had to be in traps a lot of time. And I'd walk up to them and sort of make fun of them. But I had an easy time. A lot of the others were stuck.
Our time is nearly up for today. I think if we have a question from the audience, but we don't. What do we do now? We're stuck here.
I want to say thank you for coming. Hopefully they'll make another one and maybe I'll be in it. Other than that, have fun today and have a lot of sex tonight, if you can, and if not, drink more. That's all.
Okay, we will see you tomorrow on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. Mr. Costas Mandylor. Then you're done. You're free to go.
Now we're finished and the band stopped playing. Thank you very much. I'm gonna go now. Have a good rest of the trip, okay?
Bye.
Bye.
See you later.
Don't have sex now. When you go home, I said. Them in the back.
Mr. Costas Mandylor.